Hello, Freaky Friday. Hello, Raph. How are you?
I am absolutely amazing.
Wow, good for you.
I know.
What are you drinking?
It's a miracle.
Ah, yes, Friday. It's here already. I'm telling you, this week, the weeks have just been flying by. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, yep. So, um, yeah, so we don't plan these things ahead of time. Oh, Kim's here. Hi, Kim. Nice to see you. So I've got a question for you, Kim. How's my volume? How's the volume when I'm speaking? Does it seem to be okay or is it a little bit low? Can you let me know in the comments? Because we need to be able to check it somehow. Anyways,
Yeah,
that would
because
be great.
maybe it's just me. Because on my end, you seem very muffled.
No, even Kim's saying it's a little low.
Hmm.
All right. So I've got to have this in my face.
You're in the show.
I'm in the show. How is that? Is that better?
It's a little bit better on my end.
Okay. I also spoke not as loud. But if I talk loud, you can hear me that way, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Raph's loud and I'm low. So that yeah, well I am low. That's what my friends call me. But oh, it's no better. Oh. Well, what the heck is going on? Why is my connection so shitty? That's not good. I mean, crappy. Whatever, people will get used to me. Um, okay, let me see. Audio. Oh, well, no. Yeah. Microphone is the Yeti. Yeah. Reduce mic background noise. Oh, see, that might be the problem there. Let me uncheck that. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's not even that. How about if I turn the volume up?
Wow. Didn't I tell you that to begin with?
Well, I had to go in different settings to get to that.
Oh, 100 times better on my end.
Okay. So, and I'm just talking with my normal conversation voice without yelling. Does it? Okay. Thank you. That's why we
Beautiful.
have our tech check. And yeah, but we needed you, Kim, because we needed a third party, you
Yes.
know, clap, clap. Yay. Well, that's fantastic. There we go. And I wonder if I don't even need this monstrosity plugged in now that I know. Anywho,
You
so
sound great.
hi. Oh, thank you. Should I start singing now?
If you want,
That'd be really
you
Freaky
have to
Friday.
stay.
Nah, we don't want to freak everybody out.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, I wanted to try some new tools today, some new toys today.
Mm,
Hello,
wow.
Xanaline. What'd you say? I couldn't hear you.
What kind of new toys do you have?
Have you ever heard of Astro Dice? Anyone? Anyone heard of Astro Dice?
No.
Well, I got they're so much fun just to shake. You know, you thought shuffling cards were fun. This, I don't know, there's something about this. So I'm just learning it. Okay. I don't proclaim to know anything about Astro Dice, but they're astrology dice and they're dodecahedron shape. So they're 12 sides for each one. And one represents the planets and the sun and the moon and the north and south node. One represents all the astrological houses, and the other one represents all the zodiac sign. And I guess it's just another way of doing divination. So
Okay. So can you do something along those lines for the collective of the energy for tonight?
I can try, but I also have I made up some notes, like a cheat sheet, because I'm still learning all of the aspects of yeah, I'm still learning. So
Okay.
sure. Collective
We all
energy
are.
for huh?
We all are still learning.
We all are. Yeah. And I thought, oftentimes people want to go on. I guess we can take Annalise hellos off there. Oh, haven't heard of it? Okay. Yeah, well, now you're gonna hear of it because that's just what happens. So you'll be like, "Oh, I'm gonna hear about it everywhere." Yeah, they're really cool. I'll have to bring them next time I see you guys. Um, so yeah, sometimes people will just wait until they've gotten a little bit good at something before they show it off, but this is Freaky Friday, so I'm freaked out because I don't really know what I'm doing, and I'm just gonna roll the dice. Okay, so we have Jupiter. That's the that's the sign of Jupiter. It looks like a 4. So we have where did it go now? Shoot. Flipping it everywhere. So we have Jupiter, we have Aries, the little sign of Aries, and we have I picked it up and then I got to roll this one again because I picked it up. I don't remember what side it was on. Okay, and then we have the 6th house. Okay, so Jupiter, Aries, and 6. So Jupiter, let me so the planets are about the situation. The zodiac is basically about the emotional side of that. And the houses are the area of the life it's affecting. So with I thought I got the thing to double side. Okay. Jupiter is about wisdom, growth, freedom, joy, and expansion. Well, you think of Jupiter, it's one of the biggest planets. So I don't know if you remember Blue's Clues. Did anyone's kids watch Blue's Clues or anything like that? There was one episode that he went through all the planets and he actually sung it out. And I remember doing this with my daughter, and it was like the sun is a hot star, Mercury's hot too, Venus is the brightest planet, and Earth is home to me and you. Um, oh, Mercury is something something. Jupiter is most wide. Saturn has its icy rings, and Uranus spins on its side. I know these things you remember from kids, right?
Wow, good memory.
So anyway, yeah. So Jupiter to me is about expansiveness. And as I'm tuning into this, I personally have been feeling that the energy has just been so closed in, and maybe this is a sign that things are starting to expand now. We have a new season coming upon us with spring. So to me, that's that expansive energy. And Aries, well, that's next month. Is it next? Yeah, next month sign, or the middle of this month to the middle of next month is Aries season. So to me, it's pertaining to something that's kind of happening pretty quickly. What else about Aries? Maybe let me just see what else. Yeah, taking action. So yeah, I think this is really good. People are finally out of the okay, I've got to stay closed in, or oh, it's cold, or whatever, and now it's time to open up and expand. So now let's see what the house number 6 means. House number 6 is about daily routines, health, service, pets. So the daily things that go on in our lives. So to me, it feels like we're able to finally feel comfortable expanding out in the world a little bit more, right? Maybe I'm also picking up on if because it's a collective reading, if anybody has been wanting to take some action and make some change, but they've been kind of like, "Ooh, I don't know." This, like, you can tap into that Jupiter energy and say, "Here I am. We can do this." What else do I want to say about that? It just feels like you'll know when you're ready to just go, just open those doors up and do whatever. Now is the time. And I think it's funny because using these astro dice, that's what I just did now. It's like I'm just going to go for it. So it's kind of, for me, it's a confirmation to say, yeah, just keep doing it. Even though you kind of suck and you don't know what you're doing, that's okay. You got to practice. You got to keep going. You got to, practice and use your cheat sheets. What helps you learn is to teach it. right? So if for yourself, for anybody, if you want to learn something even deeper, write a little booklet about it or something like that. That's going to really help it come from your perspective. You're the filter. So you get all that information in, like the notes I wrote, but then I need to process it in a way that, oh, that makes sense for me. And one of my superpowers is to actually really simplify things. So, but I have to get from that complicated, what the heck is this, to, oh, this just means, go outside more and take your dog for a walk. Who knows? But that's what I picked up from that. So
Nice. Does anybody know anything about, it was Jupiter that you picked, right? Yeah. So does anybody know that's watching anything about Jupiter, and how does Jupiter relate to you? And so that, that's interesting, but like different energies have different, or what am I trying to say? It means different to different people, right? Like what
absolutely.
I was picking up from Jupiter was kind of like going deep and like clearing, like, okay, you have weeds, right? You just don't pick them up from the top. And I know nothing about, those signs or anything, but intuitively I picked up, you don't just pluck, the top. You dig down deep into the roots of that weed to unearth it, to clear it. And that's where all the beautiful new beginnings begin.
I love that. Yeah. And you're so right. Like a collective read.
Oh, you just completely, I can't hear you. Is it me or you? Do you know how to sign?
I'm so stupid. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
How dumb is that? I
was
mouse
just going to
that I
get you to
have,
say you can sign.
I don't know how to sign. All I know is this, and okay, we're all back. Thank you. We're all back. Lost sound. Yeah, here I am. Yeah, my mouse likes to randomly just track, and then if I hit something, so it must have hit my mute button. So anywho, as I was saying, it's a collective reading, so it's really hard to zone in on something specific. So yeah, every person should be not going, oh, that doesn't sound right for me. They should be going, how does this relate to me? And I like how, Raphael, you don't need to know what any of this is, and I don't either. We can just tune in energetically to what's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But people that are really into astrology, like, it's like, if we have anybody on tonight that really know, like, I'm fascinated by it, but I guess I'm actually very lazy, so I don't take the time to actually, read about it and completely have a good comprehension. I think I rely a little bit too much, and that's probably me being lazy on my intuition.
Oh, back up the truck there.
No.
Yeah,
No.
but hang on.
Beep, 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 beep.
I'm backing up here.
Mm.
I think that people put too much into what they read, right? Because you can Google something, go, oh, well, the Google machine said it, therefore it must be true, right?
Yeah.
But your intuition is something that resonates deep within you. I mean, yes, if we talk intuition, like, oh, is this good or bad? Like, but if we're talking about just a message in general, I would trust you and your interpretation over an encyclopedia of every expert in the world. Do you know why? Because you don't have that, oh, it's got to be this and this logic and that logic. It's coming through you, not from your brain. And that is the key to me of learning things and channeling things in a way that makes sense.
Yeah. And I think there's, like, energetically for me, and the way I was doing a meditation today, and it's like twin hearts, and it's about, with Master Stephen Co. I hopefully I got his name right. But it's like, we have our crown, we have our third eye, we have our other energy. And so like all that, but there's just clear knowing, but there's really good to have a foundation of understanding in this world also. And so it's like energetically combining the two to make a beautiful stew of information, right? So yeah, you don't get so stuck on like, well, the encyclopedia said this, or my intuition said this. It's like, oh, what is it as a collective? And
Well,
so
yeah, we have a filter of our own experiences too, right? Like if just the thought of, think of a horse, right? Some people might
I'd rather
notice,
think of
oh,
donkey.
a donkey. Okay, well, think of a donkey. Some people might be like, oh, they're really stubborn, and I don't know, they're small and they're not as pretty as horses. Other people they love them. They're so friendly, and some people are afraid of them. Like we all have our own interpretations of things, so that's always going to color whatever message comes through. This is
Mm-hmm.
why, yeah. So there's a lot of readers out there, and everyone has a message in their own way.
Yeah.
Rachel's saying, hi, Rachel. Oh, thinking of you just driving home from Costco. I'll take a reading though. Catch up later.
Beautiful, definitely.
All right.
Okay, actually, before Rachel leaves, is there any kind of, before we do a reading, is there anything that you would like to touch on for the reading? So
Yeah.
if she answers, or we can just do a random.
Yeah. Well, I've got that one starred, so we'll see.
Beautiful. Yeah. So, Lorraine, have you had any insightful energies this week of moving forward or anything along those lines? What is the one thing this week that stood out to you?
This has been kind of this Astro Dice was perfect for me because I've been struggling, to be quite honest with you. I've been struggling to have the motivation and the energy to do a lot of stuff, and knowing that I need these things I need to do. Yes, need. And yeah, I've been in a weird spot. But I also have little moments of, oh, don't worry, everything's going to work out. So I'm always reframing. I'm allowing it. I'm saying, yeah, that's how you feel. All right. Can we shift it? But I'm telling you, it gets exhausting. So yeah, that's me. How about you?
Yeah, I think I feel like I've kind of settled a little bit more in my mind, and so my kind of like epiphanies for this week energetically is, I'm really coming to terms with what it is that I do want and how to create that. And it's not going to happen like this, but it's having the insight and the clear understanding of energetically, I want things to start moving forward, and realizing like within my own environment, it's not just one thing, it's a little bit of everything. So it's like, putting things where I want them to be put, to make my energy of self, my environment, so on and so forth, creating more of a setup where I can maybe do a little bit more work. And how do I want to be able to step and be seen in this world? So I think a lot of like self-reflection, epiphanies of it's feeling like the energy of it's go time, but knowing that it's like, well, the answers aren't going to come just like that for myself. Sometimes they do for people, and that's awesome. I wish I had that. But knowing that things are gently moving and that I'm actually okay with that.
Well, that's good. That's a good epiphany. And I really think that the Astro Dice are a good message for you.
Yeah.
Because now that I have that information, I can read it a little deeper into it. And it's like, yeah, it's okay to expand. It's time to expand. And I
Mhm.
know, in the past you're like, I need to do this, whatever, but the timing just wasn't right. There was other stuff going on. So now the time is upon you. So this is where you,
Or doing things that are within my control at this point too, right? So
that's
like
all
I
you can do.
yeah, so it's not like, oh, everything's going to just happen at once. It's like, well, I can create, I can, shift the energies within, my surroundings, within my being, within my energy. I've been doing like meditations every day because I know that, a lot of heaviness, I've been living with energetically. And it's like, well, it's time, I have the tools. I have to use them now.
Yeah. Yeah. And that you brought up a really good point, because we all have tools, even if we don't think we do. We tend to want to lean on other people, and there's times that we should do that. Then there's times that we need to kind of step up. And I'm glad that you're feeling to start moving a few things, even if it's you, moving things
I'm
to,
moving.
yeah, it's not like everything has to happen at once, but I really feel with that, especially with that with the Aries. Try to get this one, the Ram, right? Timing of that's coming up. I mean, if it was like September or something, nowhere near Aries season, it'd be like just harness that energy and go. But
Yeah.
to me, it feels like the time is now to just begin. No pressure, right?
Yeah. So does anybody else have any other epiphanies or energies that they've just kind of come to the forefront in their life this week? I'm
Yeah,
curious
let
about
us
that.
know in the comments. And I do have a comment here of what Rachel wants to focus on. I'll highlight that when we get time, when we're going to do our reading. I mean,
Wonderful.
yeah. But yeah, going to have my lemon water.
Okay.
But yeah, it's been, yeah, there's the energy has just, it's not just me. I've talked to other people. You and I have had conversations, and it feels like the change is happening, but man, it seemed to take forever. Yeah.
Well, with that energy too, how long have we been on this earth? Right? There's a lot of things to get through. A lot of conditionings, a lot of layers, a lot of so on and so forth. I like to call it dust, or crusted mud, right? Because it's like it's energies on or auroric or fields, and so it's just like scraping it off, like, because like throughout time we just keep on building and building and building. So of course, I guess it takes time to
Yeah, you're
get
right.
it scrubbed down.
You're right. So Tammy says, hi, Tammy. I am really trying to get out of my funk. I hear you, girl. I hear you. And I'm going to say, for you and for me, we need to just stop trying, and we need to honor that sluggishness a little bit longer. But I think things are starting to come through. There's a reason for it. And the reason why it's been here so long is there's lessons for us to get from it, on our own, for example.
Mm-hmm.
And then Alpita says, I need to take better care of myself and my needs. Yeah. And I think we know what's best for us. And we also need to be gentle when we know we should do that thing, but we just don't feel like we want to do that thing right now. And yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of that is just, understanding. And so, like with my epiphany and your, epiphany and all that kind of stuff, it's understanding the place and where we're sitting at this present moment, and understanding the holistic whole picture in order to move forward with all
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it takes time. It takes that inward reflection.
Mm-hmm.
It's important. What you got?
So I pulled a card for the collective, and it is Between Two Worlds.
Yeah, it feels like that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And it's we all have different phases and shifts in our world and our times. And so I feel like as a collective, a lot of people are transitioning into a new energy, a new shift, a new world, because as we age, our responsibilities shift and change also. And when my children are young, you're in like that, caregiver mode. As they grow older, so I think that's like energetically throughout, our lifetime. And so I feel like a lot of people are transitioning out of the old and into the new, and actually understanding like life's pretty heavy, and why bother staying in that heavy energy. And so I feel like a lot of people are fighting to be lighter.
Mm. And
They're
that's causing the
energetically.
stuckness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it feels like some are ready to let go and some are sticking themselves in the mud a little further for whatever reason. So Tammy says, well, you know my future. I told you about my move. I feel like I need to reflect on deserving. Mm. You know what? I like to reframe that, because this is a reward. So think of yourself in like a totally different culture. You're visiting, and they give you the bowl of food, and you don't feel like you're deserving, and you don't want to take it. What usually happens, right? It's like you don't want to offend them. So when the universe finally gives you something because you've worked so freaking hard for it, let's be real, Tammy, right? You do deserve it. You are honored to take it and go with it, because this is a new stage for you. I don't know. That needed to come out from me. Good thing my mic's working.
Mhm. I think there's like, for myself, what I picked up with that, like with what Tammy just said, it's just settling into a new energetic um home, surroundings, environment. And it's going to be a shift. And so it's when you're so used to living in a certain environment, it's hard to make that shift into a new environment. So it's not necessarily like about being like, this is only what I'm picking up. I'm not, but it's like feeling comfortable in new surroundings and a new energy field is what I'm picking.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
a lot of
true. And
settling.
mhm. And I think this is the opportunity to go through this. You have to move, you got to pack. This is your opportunity to get rid of what you need to get rid of and bring in the new that's going to help you settle into the new place. But you have to honor where you are. And if you feel that for a moment about the deserving, it's time to shift that, because the universe is rewarding us all the time. I'm probably going to hack this right up, but there's this parable of somebody who prays and says, oh, please, give me everything that I need in life. And he prays to God, and everything is really good, or prays to higher power, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to get all religious here. And then, stuff starts happening. There's a big flood that comes, and he's on top of his house, and he's like, why aren't you protecting? God will protect me. God will protect me. So the people come to rescue him, and he has such faith in God that he's like, no, God is going to protect me. I don't need your help. And finally the flood overtook him, and he drowns, and he's up in heaven. He's like, what the heck? I prayed to you, I trusted you, and you didn't save me. He goes, well, you missed out on the people who were there in the helicopter that were trying to pick you up. I sent them. So here's the thing. there is a story about it. I totally hacked the crap out of it right now, but it is Freaky Friday and I can do whatever I want, right?
Yay. Take a bow. Take a bow.
All right. Anna Lee wrote a book here. Let's see what she has to say. Feel major overwhelm and need to make and find ways to balance, release, but also sort out how to be heard and respected. I make a point to ensure I see beyond myself and respect where each is coming from, but needing it to return in return also. Yeah, I hear you. The thing is, we can't demand respect. We have to just let go and do things because we respect ourselves. And if we're in something, doing something because we want that person to do something, that energy isn't it isn't a manifesting energy. You're doing something because you want a certain outcome. So instead, it's having that open-heartedness and just say, I am a child of the universe. And to this point right now, everything I've gone through, I made it. I'm still standing. I'm here. I'm still alive. I have faith that whatever happens, everything that's meant to will come to me. Getting off my soapbox. I don't know where that came from, but there you go.
There we go. Love it.
Yeah. So we're almost at our hour. No, half an hour. There we go.
Nice.
Okay. Okay, sorry, hang on. No, it's not doing for others, wanting things in return. It's different. Yeah, okay, sorry. I was just but understand what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, and I hear you too. It's also just trust, right? Just trust. Sometimes we think we've learned the lesson, but the universe is like, there's still a little bit that you can learn. Yeah.
Whoever said life was easy?
I don't know. But whoever said life was hard?
I did. I have.
Well, I think you're wrong. Life's not hard.
Life is difficult.
It's our interpretation that makes it.
Mm-hmm. I think it is gaining. Never say lessons. I always say gaining wisdom and knowledge for the collective energy of a soul being evolving. And so if things were easy, then it would be super easy and we wouldn't strive to do better.
Yeah. So the thing is, when you just say life is hard, we don't get that underlying, but there's a reason for it, right? Mm-hmm. And then it attracts the complainers who are like, yeah, life is hard. This is that is gross. This is bad, right? Instead of what you just said, because I agree that we're given opportunities to either to learn a lesson, to practice something we've learned, or for a gift. Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right. So it's been a weird day today overall for me.
Just completely weird.
Just completely weird. Anyways, so it's good. I didn't really do much. I was a passenger in a car for most of the day, and that was good. It was good. I could see my trumpeter swans. I was very happy. I could ogle them for as long as we were.
I love being a passenger in the vehicle because I am so freaking nosy, and I love to see, I'm a peeping Tom, peeping Raph, because I love to see how people decorate their homes. And it's just like, I'm just like, woo, that looks good. So I have an opportunity as I'm driving by to just view the house, or maybe get a peek inside the window and just I like that. I like the energy of that house. Anyways.
Right. I like that. Well, I'm blessed to live a little ways from stuff like that I get to see some scenery first But when you're driving, it's like, oh, it's so nice. Oh, there's a hawk. Oh, but I gotta focus.
Yeah.
So to be
Yeah.
a passenger, I'm like a little kid. I'm like looking
Yeah.
around, you know. Yeah. So if anyone gets in my vehicle and then they get on their phone, I'm like, look out the window.
Oh, I know.
So
It was funny when I was
okay.
driving to go surprise my sister with my other sister, and I was a driver, and she's like pointing out all these things and like these resorts and all of that, and like, oh wow, look at that, and I'm like, what? And the car's going like this.
Uh-oh.
So wherever I look, the car would go along with it.
Oh no.
I cannot multitask anymore when I'm driving. So
Yikes.
yeah, so I had to just do this. Like, I'm paying attention to the road. I
Yeah.
think that comes with age, or it comes with my age. I don't know.
Who knows? Who
Yeah.
knows? All right. Well, do we want to do a few readings? I think if somebody would like a card pull, let us know. We're going to start with where are you, Rachel? Where'd that go? Let me go back up.
And what I'm kind of picking up is it's also about like I think we should maybe pull one card, like we'll do a reading, but one card on energetic, something to do with healing, to bring comfort to the soul.
I could absolutely get around that. That'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, and just let us know in the comments and I will get to you. Okay, we got some yes pleases, so let me get those. Okay, so Rachel is saying, should I come to the mainland for ceremony or wait until summer?
So for that, I just got like whoop. Energetically, we'll see what the cards say, but right away, Rachel, I picked up there is something about April, and it's an energy of being able to be present in the energies of April for ceremony and all that. I feel like it would be very beneficial for you to do it sooner than later. And something about spring, it's season of growth, and so you want that growth to happen and to be able to release or to honor and respect and give that energy of ceremony. But that's just what I picked up. Let's see what the cards say. So you go, Lori.
Okay, so as you were talking, I was shuffling and I got the 3 of Wands. So yeah, it seems to me sooner rather than later. Like this is a card of don't wait. Now is the perfect time. So whenever it's set up to happen, this to me it's saying sooner. So don't wait till summer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's what I got. And now my light's doing all kind of funky, weird things. So just ignore it. It's been a tech day today.
Yes. Well, I'll talk about like the last 2 days. I have I have a Google thing that I plug my one of my light fixtures into, and it's been turning on and off for the last 2 days nonstop. You can hear it go click and then click. Like,
weird.
I know.
Quit that.
Well, I mean, it's probably just worn out, but yeah, it's kind of driving me nuts. So the light keeps on going on and off. All right, so Rachel, this is a card that flew out for you, and it is a time for healing.
Oh, it's cute.
Yeah. And so it's just there's a lot of, not to get into things, there's a lot of things that a lot of release that needs to happen, and it's just like, I feel like you want springtime to be energetic, full of new growth, and so I just feel like it would be very important to release. But that goes, do what you feel is right in the right moment. And so if something comes up, it's not a big huge thing. It's just like, if you can energetically do it, then it might be beneficial, but it won't change the outcome. Is what I pick up.
There you go.
Yeah.
Feeling that you'll know when the time is right.
Yeah. Do you want to pull one card for a healing message for Rachel?
Ooh, okay, well, we have 5 other readings to do as well. So I don't know if we can do so many for everybody because personally, I'm kind of tired.
Okay, so I'll just do a really quick one. So
Yeah.
for Rachel's is self-liberation. And so that is anything. So it's like really truly honor yourself and your emotions and how you're feeling. So energetically, it's like you have the compass within you. And so follow that for the healing path.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got some yes pleases. I don't know what people want, so it's a collective, and then it's really weird because it's like, yeah, it's okay. Man, let's just see what comes. Got so kind of overwhelmed for some reason. Okay, so Kim, for you, I got justice. So finding some balance. If there's been something kind of going on, not necessarily legal stuff, but more official things or something. I don't know. Maybe it has to do with taxes. For all I know, it's trust that everything will work out, and you can be more in control of the choices that you make. That's what comes.
Beautiful. Love that. So for Kim, I got the beneath opens up to you. So 23. And energetically, it just feels that it is the image that I pick up is that like the energy of like trying to climb, and it's just like, and it's such a ordeal. It's so difficult and all that. And when we just kind of release and let go, it's like, oh, this is actually better. I feel more comfortable here and I can swim. And so there's new things that have always been there, but we're so busy trying to climb that you've never been able to see that energy. So what the universe is saying is that there's a lot coming in your new world to you, all the unseen things that yeah. So that's just short and sweet. And then the energy of healing for Kim, just really quickly, is this one. Trust. Trust
That goes
process.
along with it. Perfect.
Yeah. So trust in the
Yay.
process. Everything's good.
Awesome. Okay. Oh, thank you, Annalie. So that's first we have Elpida. So just tuning into a general card for Elpida. Okay, so we have 2, of course. The universe is like, we're going to make you work. We don't want you to be lazy. I want to be lazy. We got to do these in the morning because by evening, I'm just like, anywho. So we have strength and the emperor. So some major arcana energy here. It feels like there's something coming up soon. Again, we've got the Aries card here. This is ruled by Aries. It's about maybe there's been some rules that need to be broken. That's what I'm picking up.
Okay. And so for Elpida, I got find your night self. And so the energies I pick up from this is a lot of the things that you kind of hide from the world and, your opinions, your strength and so on and so forth, or, let's not rock the boat. And it's like finding beautiful strength and falling in love with the ability that you have and within your strength and within how you present yourself. So it's like redefining yourself and honoring exactly everything that you do have within you. And so hopefully
I
that
needed to hear
resonates.
that card too.
Yeah.
Find your night self, Lorraine.
Mhm. All right. And then a quick little healing one is again, trust. So just
Ah,
trust in the process, trust that it's okay to be truly you.
awesome. I love it. And Kim says, thank you. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
All right. So Tammy, let's see, what do we have for Tammy? And I already, because she mentioned stuff earlier, maybe it pertains to that, but we're going to see whatever cards decide to jump out for Tammy. I think it's this light that's right in front of me that's kind of sucking my energy away. Oh, I'm glad you like that, Alpita. Yeah, good. You're welcome. Okay. Tammy, what's coming up? Wow, they're not talkative today. Okay, I'm just gonna pull a random one then. Just gonna pull this one. We have, oh, and it is upside down. We have the Hanged Man. Okay, or Hanged Woman in this case. Oh, happy International Women's Day, ladies. We deserve some recognition.
We all deserve to put our feet up and have a nice cup of something.
Yeah. So, Tammy, for you, it feels like there might be a bit of a slowdown on things, or you want things to happen faster. And this is just a sign that don't be surprised if things are a little bit slower, but there's a reason for it. This gives you that time to be more inwardly focused or focus on, packing up your place and preparing and things like that. That's what I'm picking up for you.
Beautiful. And Tammy, I received honor your holy days. And I just feel like honor the process of just everything and honor the procedure. So it's almost like a meditation while doing things because you're energetically, what I'm picking up, shifting. I think that's what I said earlier, like kind of shifting out of the old and into the new. And it's like this whole thing is going to be like a beautiful, holy meditation of transformation for you. And the healing card that I pulled for you is, I can't pronounce it, Sintamani. And so,
I don't know.
Yeah, so the words are, I am the wish-fulfilling gem by which you shall experience your true bliss. Let go and trust in the abundant nature of my generosity and grace. Your desires shall be met.
Ooh, love it. Very nice.
I like that one too.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
You can have that one too. All right, so Annalie, and Annalie has a question. Oh, where'd it go? She's like, oh. Okay, Annalie, how can I best work with others and the energies coming at me? Ooh, that sounds like a whole reading. It's so weird when I finished reading that, a whole bunch of cards jumped out. So that's a lot of cards, but since you're so special to me, I'm going to read all of them to you. First one is Ace of Wands. So it's about releasing the thoughts that make you feel like you're not in control. And I know there's lots of things that we can't control in our lives, but we can control how we respond and react. And the teeny things, then you can take it at, yeah, it's a win. I could do that. So that's what I'm picking up for that. Justice came through again. And it feels like, because there's also two other interesting cards here, but I'll finish with this one. So this is talking about that justice is on its way. Just be patient. Things are going to balance themselves out. And the universe has your back. It's doing it in a way that everything is going to line up. Like if you wanted it to happen now, it's going to do that, right? You wait, it's going to connect. That's what I'm picking up. Because it's on its way. The 10 of Cups, everything that you've been wanting, you will feel it. whatever it is, it might not be, it's that thing, it's this thing, it's where I live, it's that. You're going to have this feeling within you no matter what happens. It's on its way. And because there's big changes. It's not going to turn out the way you think it's going to turn out. Things have to really shake up and shift. And you're in the process of this right now. And it's the discomfort part of things, but the building of it is coming. The building up again is coming. You're in the part where it's pulling away the things that need to be pulled away. The infrastructure all has to shift and change. And you don't need to know how or why or whatever. You just need to keep focused on what really matters and trust. That's what I picked up.
Beautiful. Love it. The card I pulled for you, Annalie, is a time to rest a while. And the numbers actually really came through. So 19, and so that's 10, and like it's kind of like the energies of completion before we start again is what I picked up from that. So a time to rest. And so it's just time to, and what I really picked up is to get out of the mind, the whatever it is, the monkey mind of like trying to figure everything out. Sometimes we just can't. Sometimes we just need to do what we are energetically capable of doing. We can't be everything to everyone. And so it is coming back into taking a moment to rest, to reflect, and give yourself well-deserved rest also. So it's like universe is saying, hey, slow down. And easier said than done, I know. And the healing card I got for you is take my hand. I am real and I am reaching for you. Take my hand, feel the strength and the courage within your heart. You are capable of more than you realize. Believe in yourself.
Love it.
And, I just feel like this is a message from probably some beautiful loved ones that are watching over you.
I love that so much.
And it's sent with love, and I'm being told to go, mwah!
Oh, I love that.
So that's probably Grandma Annalie when I do that.
Aw, awesome message. I love it. Tammy is saying, that is good. Thank you so much. So many changes. I can't wait to get to the other side. Makes so much sense. Trust the process. Yeah. Yeah, I can't either.
Beautiful.
Gonna have a neighbor to walk dogs with. It's gonna be great. Okay, and last and definitely not least, we have Kim. Hi, Christina.
I thought we did Kim.
Did we do Kim?
I think so.
I don't know.
Kim, did we?
We might have. Yeah, because there was a yes, please twice. You're right. You're right. Oh, yeah. Put it in there twice, so we do two readings. That's sneaky. Okay. All right. Well, Oh, she got justice too. That's right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See, this I mean. I'm a little off, and that's okay. I don't need to be on all the time, right? And hi, Christina. Would you like a card? Because we're on the bottom end of being finished here. So by all means, do you want me to pull a card for you, Raph?
Always and forever.
Okay. Any specific thing you want to know?
I would love just to have an energetic universal message. Drum roll.
Here it is. You have the Four of Pentacles. So what I'm picking up from this is one word.
Goes, that's it. I'm out of here, everybody. I don't want a reading.
Trust. That's what I'm picking up from this.
Beautiful.
Trust. The things that you want to do in the world, the material world, trust that they can happen. But you also have to do the work.
But I
to
already
get.
said I'm lazy.
Me too, but we can do work from our chairs.
No. Well, that was my reflection for this week, is understanding of, how to move forward and doing all that. So yeah, lazy time's over.
There you go. Yeah.
I didn't want to say it completely, so I said over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want a card, Lorraine?
Yes, please. And then we'll pull one for Christina because she would love one.
Okay. I love that she would love one. Is there a certain energy she would like to know anything about, or what have
Yeah,
you?
let us know, Christina, if there's anything you want to know about.
And how about you, Lorraine?
So many things. Pick one. Whatever comes through is the most important thing I need to know about right now.
All
How's
right.
that?
That sounds good. What is it that Lorraine needs to know right now? I'll be back.
Yeah, I have that kind of energy right now. It's like 52 card pickup.
Actually, only one.
Oh.
I know.
Oh.
So this energy, Annalie got this card, and what I picked up for Annalie was, the mind. This is your heart.
That makes total sense.
It just feels like it's just like, that energy of like, I need to do this and this. And it's not so much in here, it's so much in here. And it's just like, so tune more into your heart and, allow that rest and just allow that, that energy of that stress to, go away a little bit, just release it, and all that kind of stuff, if that's what you want. Things are going to, things obviously are always moving forward, right? And so you're doing the work. Get out of this energy of like stress and, your heart's so much into it, but you're putting too much pressure on it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I have this wave of like dizziness that's kind of come over me just as you were starting to read that. So that's interesting.
Ground. Breathe.
Where's my
Hold the crystal?
Trying to find my black tourmaline. It's so dark, I can't see. Anyways, I've got my.
There we go. Clear.
Clear, cancel, delete, continue. Thank you for that. That was great. So Christina says, whatever comes to you. Okay. You asked for it. And at some point, I'm going to practice a little more with these astro dice. So maybe I can do more readings with those. But
that'd be fun.
They're also a little more involved. But maybe we can just choose, go from there. Christina.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
It's okay. Oh my God.
All right,
what does the card say? Show it more. So I want to look at this a little more deeply because it looks like the moon is showing a winter scene or something.
Yeah, it is. To me, it reminds me like he's inside like the, a tree, like a hollow tree, and he has this nest and it's all comfortable, and he has his ladybug friends and his little, in the tarot, like the fool card.
The little thingy.
Yeah,
right.
Has it there. See?
Oh, and then what does it say? It's a time to rest a while. Oh yeah, I could use that. I want that. Yeah, that's so interesting. Yeah, hibernation. That's what Tammy's saying. Yeah.
Yeah. And so so this is for Christine? Yeah.
Christina, yeah.
Christina, yeah. And so it feels to me that it's almost like the energy of, I don't know, like running a marathon, and things are coming because the 19 is also standing out to me again. So a sense of completion. There's energy of things are coming to an end, and there's going to be a lot of new beginnings. And so it's just like in that transition of ending and beginning. And so sometimes it's difficult when that energy is being presented. So rest and allow the process to happen. Don't overthink things.
Yeah. And what
Sorry.
came with that is the Empress. So you're working on, okay, I'm just going to go with the analogy words. You're working on birthing something new. So it does take time. It takes rest. It takes time to create something new. And maybe it's not even something new, but it's a new way of doing something you've done before. I don't know. That's what I'm picking up.
Beautiful. I like it.
Yeah.
And so for the healing card for Christina too is to have confidence. Have confidence in yourself and in me. Together we are an effective and capable team. Do not turn away from the path ahead. Trust in what is made possible through love for each other. So it's like, just trust in the process.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that. Hey, you didn't pull one of those for us.
Do you want one?
Well, yeah.
Healing card for the rain.
I need it.
All right.
Trust. No? Oh.
Lost child.
Oh, I got the fun one.
Yeah, you didn't leave the breadcrumbs as you walked. No, I'm just teasing. Lost child. You may sometimes feel as though you have lost your way, but you are never lost to me. Connect to your heart, and you shall find me there. I am always watching over you.
Oh my gosh, that was such a powerful reading. Thank you so much. Wow. Yeah. Wow. That makes a lot of sense too. It really does.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to pull one for moi.
Yeah. And Christina liked her reading.
Oh, good. I
You're
hope
welcome.
it resonated.
Show the class.
I'm like, how do you, Dizza?
Za.
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 Za. All right.
What does za mean?
I don't know. So rather than relying on plans and predictions, trust in my spontaneous outpouring of grace that responds to your needs. The best assistance is always provided for you at the perfect time and in the perfect way.
Always. That was good for you. You needed that. You needed to hear that. Eat that one.
I will.
No, don't eat it. I want that one pulled for me sometime in the future.
Okay.
Oh, well, that was good. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I hope you enjoyed yourself. And yeah, this has been another Freaky Friday. I got to get this vertigo away. And Doggo's got to go out for a little walkie. So toodaloo, everybody. Thanks for being here. You're very welcome. You are so welcome. Look, I got these comments in before I actually ended the stream, which was super nice. Thanks again. And we'll see you next Freaky Friday.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.